Hello everyone, welcome to Just Academy. In this tutorial we are going to talk about Gaffer 3. So this is the first part of our Gaffer 3 tutorial in Katana tutorial series. So in this first part we are going to talk about the basics of Gaffer 3 node. Basically Gaffer 3 is the node that is responsible for create all the lights and light filters in Katana. So let me create the node. So as you can see here, this is the Gaffer 3 node. As you can see here, this is the user interface. It is a very simple node. You can just right click and create lights or light filters as you want here. Let me create a PXR dome light for an instance. As you can see here, once I created the PXR dome light, so you can see we have the PXR dome light in the scene graph also. So we have seen the LGT and Gaffer PXR dome light. So I'm going to create another light, which is a PXR rectangle light. So now it's created under PXR rectangle light. So if you want, you can change the scene graph location here, but I don't want to change this now, so we can keep this as it is. And yeah, I'm going to just let me render the scene first, and let's see. Hopefully we have to get our beer rendered. Cool. So as you can see here, we have some lights added in our scene. I have added a PXR rectangle light as well. So as you can see here, if I select a PXR dome light or PXR rectangle light, it doesn't reflect on the scene or a scene graph. Basically, scene is the representation of scene graph. So we need to find a way to actually reflect the selection that we are making here. So that option is scene selection. So you need to make this to in and out. You need to select this in and out. Once you select this to in and out, so whatever you select in the Gaffer 3 will be selected in the scene graph as well. So as you can see here, if I select the PXR rect light, it will select the corresponding light in the Gaffer 3 node also. So in this case, I'm just going to select this and I'm going to scale this. So once you created the lights, as you can see here, you can use any manipulator you want. So you can use the W for translate, and E for rotation, and R for scale, and you can use the T for center of interest. I'll show you in a minute. So let's select the PXR rectangle light, and you can move this and place it like this. I'm just going to scale this to visibly see it in our scene graph. So yeah, now the rectangle light is visible in the scene. So now if you press this little button, center of interest, as you can see here, you can target the light as you want. So I'm just going to use like you can even rotate this way, and this is a pretty handy tool to use for your lighting the scene. So let me first reduce the intensity or exposure. So maybe we can keep very less exposure just for a scene ambience. Okay, so we can keep this. I'm just going to use this I'm just going to use a flat color here, and I'm going to you can use the snapping here. So you can use vertex snapping, and you can place the focus of the light wherever you want. And yeah, so okay, I think I'm happy with the result. So let's increase the rectangular light's intensity. So basically I just want my beer sculpture's face to be on the focus. So we have several other ways to actually place our lights. So you can select the light like this, and you can click this you can select this camera icon, and you can select the light that you want, and you can see the lights here. So you can place this way as well. So you can see the scene from the light's perspective, and you can play with the lights, and so that the lighting angle will affect, and you can see it's changing here. So once I'm happy with this, I'm going to move to the perspective camera, and yeah, so actually this is one way to create and manipulate with our lights, but there are other smart ways to do this. So the way is, you need to enable this little icon on your viewport. So basically once you click this, you can see we have a lot of things happen in the scene graph, viewport. So basically if you click this drop down triangle, so you can see we have so many options. So in this, I'll show you in a minute about this drop down menu, but let's talk about the other settings. Basically, this Gaffer 3 is showing whatever the Gaffer 3 that we have in the scene graph is resolved. So in this at this moment I have one Gaffer 3 node. If I have multiple Gaffer 3 node, so you can see here I have 20 and 21. So basically the reason, so you can see you can create your lights in the viewport itself, and so you need to select the Gaffer 3 that you want. So whatever Gaffer 3 that you select here will be your lights will be created in. So in this case I'm going to use the Gaffer 3 20. So basically when you're in a camera position, so basically these two nodes are responsible for create new lights. In this case camera position will help you to create a new light that you have selected here. So at the camera position that we are viewing here, in this case I'm just going to create a PXR disk light, and when you click this camera position button, so actually you can't see here, but once you move your position of your camera, so you can see you have your light created at your camera's position. I'm just going to scale this. Okay, it's a bit tedious, not sure why it's not, yeah, so I think this is a bug. Deselect and you have to select it again. So once you created this, if you want to position your light, you don't have to use the center of interest or other tools, so you can use some other cool options like the normal, specular, reflection. Basically when you're using the normal, you can place the light according to the selection. You need to select this triangle and place it wherever that you want, and so it will sample the normal's direction and it will position your light accordingly. And I'm going to increase a little bit of exposure in this, so you can use this. So yeah, so you need to select this way, and you can minimize it and you can maximize it. You can play with the intensity, you can play with the color and all of the stuff. So I'm just going to keep this as it is, and you can even place it in a different way. So we have other option called specular. So basically once you click this and place it here, so that the light specular, you can see the light specular in render here this way. So basically you need to go to your camera angle, and let's scale the viewport a little bit. So wherever you want the specular to be up here, so you need to place your light accordingly. And there's another way, which is reflection. So basically once you select this, so this will help us to see the lights through the reflections in the render. So in this case I'm just going to undo. Finally, once you are happy with your lighting, so you don't have to go to camera angle and using the camera's position. You can use the same light, and you can select the light and you can duplicate the light. Now all you have to do is, I'm just going to place it according to the normal's position. Okay, so at this moment it's in reflection, so I just want this to be at normal's direction. So I'm just going to change the color of the light here. So maybe we can use this kind of a color. Okay, it's a bit tedious sometimes. Yeah, so maybe we can change the color of the light to be more dark, more saturated. So yeah, so I'm happy with the result. I'm going to use the same light and I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to change the color to white, and finally I'm going to place this as my backlight. So I'm going to place it something like Yeah, I think this is cool. So yeah, I'm going to duplicate the light once again, and you can see here, if you want, you can clone the light or you can clone as template. So we will talk about templates in the next chapter of this tutorial. So you can see we have variety of lights here, so you can choose whatever that you want here. So okay, in this case I'm just going to duplicate this one more time, and I'm going to get some ring light here. Yeah, I think we are happy with the lighting. So yeah, as you can see here, we have a lot of lights here. So here you can see we have options called rig here. So we have so basically you can create rig, and you can select all the lights, and you can drag and drop like this, so that all your lights will come under this rig. So now you don't have to select the light individually, so you can select a group of lights, and you can rotate or translate the way you want. So it will work accordingly. So this is a really cool stuff, and you can just select your rig, and you can export the rig this way. So this will export as .rig, and you can import the rig whenever you want. So yeah, this is really cool. So basically you have, when you select a light, you can see we have 3 different tabs here. One is for object. Basically this is responsible for the viewer visibility and other stuffs. In this case I've selected my Pixar dome light. If I select make the camera visibility yes, so you can see our light visible in the viewport. So basically I will change this also, so you can see our light is now visible on the in our render. So, and you have other options like the transform, rotation, and other stuffs. If you are viewing through your light, so you can change your focal length using this option. So this is really useful. And the near and far clip when you're viewing through the light. So, and we have the material options, so which is the light's actual the parameters like exposure and the map saturation, refined sampling, and all the stuffs. We will talk about all parameters of a light in a future tutorials deeply. Yeah, so we have another tab called linking for light linking. So I'm going to talk about light linking in a specific video dedicated just for light linking. And one more cool feature of our Gaffer 3 is, so you can use this mute and solo tags here. So basically if you want to mute any light, so you can just click this M and it will mute that particular light. So you can just turn on and turn off any light that you want using this mute. And the solo, it really helps us. Basically you need to, so when you select solo, it will just solo that particular light, and you can work only on that light. So this helps us a lot. So in this case, if you want to work on multiple lights in a solo mode also, you can use it. So I use this most of the times. So as you can see here, so this is a really powerful way of working with Gaffer 3. So yeah, at this moment that's it for the basics of Gaffer 3, and thanks for watching.